before.
Right before.
Right before. Right before.
Right before.
Right before Unlimited Fridays. Yes, sir.
Right before's universe.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of Break Before Unlimited Fridays, where we'll give you nothing but the best. And today with me, I got a rapper, Toon. Welcome to the channel.
What's up?
It's good to have you on the show, bro.
Thanks, bro.
So guys, before we get on it, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like it. Also share. Don't hesitate to do that. So Toon, back to you.
Yeah.
Can you tell the people who's Toon?
Yeah, for sure. So, Toon is a creative. Now, I know you call me a rapper.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and this shit has been oversaid. I get it at this point. Everyone's like, nah, don't box me or whatever. But I mean, for real, it's quite limiting to believe that all I do is rap.
You just rap. Okay.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I like telling stories, right?
Yeah.
And usually there's so many ways in order for you to do that. You can do it through visuals. You can, poetically, there's so many aspects of creating which I enjoy that I just believe creators so much more, or artists, whatever doesn't exactly but that's what Toon is. Toon is someone who's just having conversations with himself, but he figured he'd let the world in, because there's been so many times where I felt like, you know when you're younger, especially during those teen years, when you feel so alone, like you feel like I have to be the only person going through this shit, but that's impossible. There's 7 billion people in this world. Everyone's going through some shit. So Toon came about as a way of becoming the voice for a lot of people who didn't know exactly how to use their voice yet, because everyone has a voice, and at some point you will learn how to use it, and at that point you might not need me anymore.
Okay, so before we continue with this, who's a fashion icon?
Do I have a fashion icon? Look, I will probably say someone who I look up to in terms of the way they dress is... I don't know, bro. Like, I don't really look at clothes that much, but I guess Drake kills it, and maybe that's basic as fuck because I see him a lot. A$AP Rocky kills it. He's a whole fashion mogul at this point. What
do you like about the fashion?
What do I like about the fashion? It screams great, but almost effortless. High fashion, bro, they got like these like tall ass hats, like these crazy things, and I'm like, bro, how long did it take you just to wear that? I want something that I can put on real quick, I'm out, but I look great. That's what I like about it. I guess street fashion, they just have a great street fashion sense.
Okay, all right. So like, what made you follow this path?
Follow rap? Actually, my cousin. So how it started, right? So for the first 5, 6, 7 years of my life, my dad came. He came from Zimbabwe to South Africa in order for him to get a job where he could sustain a family, because the economy back then in Zim wasn't actually bad. It was still good.
Yeah, it was okay,
but I guess he had the foresight, or rather, let me not just give him the credit, only my parents together had the foresight to see that if we want to create a great life for our child, we can't do it here. We need to go somewhere where the money's flowing more. During those days, I didn't see my dad. So the father figure I looked up to was my cousin who used to live with us. Now, at the point, he was just a couple of years older. So not only was he a father figure, but he seemed attainable. You know when you're a kid and your dad, like that huge gap. You're almost like, nah, I can't be that. But with my cousin, I was like, yo, I could do that. And he loved hip hop, right? So, and I looked up to him. So obviously, me wanting his validation, I liked hip hop too. But then, exactly. But then as I, went on, I was like, how can I one up this? Instead of just liking what he likes, let me make what he likes.
What he likes,
Exactly. So then
he only let hip hop, like, listen to it.
From what I knew, I'm sure he like enjoyed other things, but like He
Yeah.
bumped hip hop hard.
Okay.
He bumped hip hop hard. Like he used to wake up every morning and he'd do 100 push-ups, like listening to gangster rap. And at that point also, when he used to say, "Let's do 100," and like
Yeah.
you're a kid. 100 is like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like
it's a lot.
that's insane. So yeah, it got to the point where I used to write raps, right? I used to and then I'd give it to him to be like, yo, what do you think of this?
Okay.
And then of course, I'm sure they were trash, but he'd be like, damn son, you're good, you're really good, you should do this. And then, that kind of like affirmation constantly just made me think, yeah, I'm good, I'll keep going. And when you hit parts of your life where, everything was telling you you're not good, the most key point in your life told you you're good.
You're good, yeah.
So you're like, okay, maybe I just slipped somewhere, but I know I got this shit. So you take a couple of steps back, evaluate, move forward. And that's how I got into this. That's how rap became my thing.
From back then and now, how would you say you've improved?
How have I improved? Oh, immensely. So obviously as a kid, basic ass rhymes. I saw a cat on the mat when a bat flew past. That was probably like the kind of raps I was writing back then. And then then that's me as a kid. And then you get into like early years of primary school. And at that point, I guess you start imitating a lot, right? From primary school until like high school, you imitate a lot. So whoever's hot at the moment, you just make raps like them, right? Yeah. And that's what I was doing at that point. I just used to rap like my favorite rappers.
Okay.
Even the name Toon started out as Tune after Lil Wayne. So I've gone through a bunch of names, but like the original of Toon was Wayne's Toon, right? I was like, man, that name is so dope. Like I love that name. I wanted to. So that's what ended up happening. And then you get out of the imitation phase, because now what starts happening is you start exposing yourself more. And people are like, yo, you sound just like Lil Wayne. Yo, you sound just like Eminem. Yo, you sound just like this person. And eventually it stops sounding like a compliment. It just starts sounding like you sound like the cheap version of that, right? And that's not good at all. So what starts happening then is now you go through the struggle phase. Now that for me, my timeline was between high school and varsity. Now I'm like, okay, who am I, right? I know who my forefathers are, but who am I? What is my legacy? What are the steps I'm trying to create? And then you go through a crazy identity crisis, because now you're like, what kind of music do I make? And now you start making everything, trying to see like what lands. Or at least let me speak for myself. That's what happened. And then it got to the point where finally I started to see what my direction was, or at least in my mind I could see it. But what was coming out wasn't it. Right. And that's now annoying. That was now let's call that post varsity. That was around 2018, 2019. Right. That's when now I was like, okay, now I'm ingrained. Now music courses through my blood, and it's my blood. This is me. Right. Now I just need to find a way to show the world what this is. And
so you're saying 2018, right? That's where you found your sound.
Around then. I had an idea of what my sound was. Maybe 5 years from now, I'll be like, oh shit, this is really my sound now. But for now, that's what I was like, I think. Okay,
so if you could date a musician, who would it be?
If I could date a musician, shit. Maybe Doja Cat. And that's just because of like that ditzy sex appeal, So she seems like she's got great sex appeal, but we'll still have fun, We'll still have like tons of fun when we're not actually,
So where do you find your artistic inspiration?
Other artists. That's my main driving force. So a lot of the time, like, I'll compare myself, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself, but I will. And I've got better at it now, where I can compare myself, but not negatively. Be like, oh man, I suck because I don't sound like this. It's more so, I didn't make that. Like, how did he do that?
Okay.
What did I do? okay, how do we bridge the gap and still keep it us, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So my main artistic inspirations has to be Kanye West. Like this guy he's remember that point I was telling you about, it's your vision, you're right?
Oh yeah.
That's where it's ingrained in. This guy has been saying for years that like he's the greatest to ever do it, like all this stuff. And now he is a multi-billionaire musician. And yeah, sure, a lot of his wealth doesn't come from music, but it comes from him believing in himself and pushing in that direction. Even when the whole world, bro, like the whole world was on him. Like everyone wanted to put Kanye West in a mental hospital, and he did. They did. He put himself there too. I'm not gonna take that away from it. And you know, biology or whatever the case, I don't know what's actually going on. But you ain't got the answers, way. Like he was saying, bro, it's like you don't know what I know right now, because that's when they were telling him, they were like about. They were asking him, so I was asking him like, how do you plan on like getting into fashion, you know? And he was saying it himself, he's like, he doesn't have the answers yet, but you don't have the answers either. But the difference between me and you is, I'm not gonna stand at the door, knock, no one opens, and I'm gonna turn the other way. I'm gonna break that motherfucker down. And now he has, you know? That kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. I don't just want to be a rapper. I want to create, you know? And that's exactly what he's done. He was like, I make great music, but also make great clothes. I can make great anything, because if I put my mind to something, I will literally learn that. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will
get there.
Okay.
So guys, don't just listen to Toon's music, also listen to what he's saying. Alright, so can you give us like an insider tip about the artists that you think are gonna break?
Like which artists do I think are gonna like live long, like are gonna pop, or like
they're gonna pop?
Okay. I don't think I'm good at making these calls. I don't even know that many underground artists, do I? Based off brand alone and how much I'm hearing about this dude, Blxckie.
Okay.
And that's simply because I don't know a lot of local artists. So in order for you to actually break into my side of my, you know, realm of knowledge, means you're doing something right. You know, so I haven't really heard any of his music. But the fact that his name has popped up by me, it means a bunch of random other people who don't know him as well, they've popped up, and they've probably taken the inclination to actually go and listen to his music. The ability to push your brand like that is amazing. It's amazing, because then you cross genres as well, you know, and you cross sub-genres. That's a quality that says, yeah, dog, you're gonna push, you're gonna make it. Or if you don't, again, nothing's guaranteed. If you don't fuck up somewhere along the line or get too cocky before you've earned the right to be cocky, you know?
Okay, I get that. So now you're about to perform?
I'm about to go in on Karma's Lament, Dimes, and then we're gonna close that all off with Death of an Ego.
Okay, so guys, you get that 3 songs. So make sure you watch up until the end. Just stay tuned. Alright, so do you have anything you want to leave to your fans? People are listening.
Yeah, for sure. Look, just trust in yourself and know that you can get shit wrong every day of your life until that one day when you get it right, and all those mistakes essentially just get washed away, because you only need to get shit right once in order for you to get, you know, to the place where you want to be. So just don't stop trying. Like, I know it'll get hard, and at some point trying will make you seem crazy, or like, you know, all these different ways people can look at you, but you have to trust that you believe in that for a reason. There's a reason you're so convicted to it.
Okay, so for bookings, how do people get to you?
Sure, so they can find me on my Instagram. It's @yourblog_toon, and if you're looking to get your visuals hooked up, it's visuals@toonent.com. And if you're trying to get music, if you're trying to hop on features and shit, that's music@toonent.com. But all of that is on my Instagram. Just come over, see what we're doing.
Alright, so everything you just said is going to be on the description below, so make sure you check it out. Okay, let's get you to perform.
Alright.
Right before universe.
I don't deserve that. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve piss.
Man, I deserve bliss. Look, I need the whole thing. Look, I want it all bad. Look, having it my way, only way we make it out this. Look, I got the key. I got the key.
Red.
I don't deserve that. Look, I deserve all this. Look, I would be so upset if I didn't blow up yet. Look, I need no fallback. Look, my shit is all that. Look, I would've sold out. Look, I would've bombed that. Look, I've been designed. I am inclined to spread out a line, positivity wide. I wanna see it, but I lost my way. Now I'm in a perky strange ass place, someone relate. Okay, wait, I remember back in grade school, thinking all my shit was be cool, thinking all the shit I had, man, that shit was the feel cool. Like, you could tell me nothing about where I stood inside my route. Moonwalking all around, insecurities tapping it out. You can see it on my face, and I already know the mind. Hugging the secrets of you have to find. That's why I really hate going outside. That's why I can fall in love in my room, holding up the conversation on shrooms, telling hope maybe y'all can be, maybe baby. I don't deserve that.
Pride before universe.
This for those of those, I mean, fuck. These for those of them, I mean, fuck. You know what, man, fuck that shit. T-A-double-O.
So he dreamed of the day he lived the best life.
That's right.
But he's mad that it's only in the nighttime. How he posed to be Archer with these damn dimes, when he don't even see how he make the outcomes. So he's made to be living in the fast life, but it's only when he's dreaming and that's daytime. I'm in bulk, try to pick up when you say things. They gon' try to give you that shit for your patience.
Okay, now look, this the cadence. Straight up decimated. I've been on the shit just trying to make it automated. I've been trying to activate it. I've been trying to do this shit like back it up, don't say shit, I mean fuck. Yeah, we threw up in this bitch when we went buck, trying to make sure that they see us when we up. We've been having problems down there at the bottom, trying to move up so they move, I think they know it. This the fucking totem shit we've been beholding, hold the shit, trying to get the shit up. I mean, I've been through this older shit, I've been fucked up off the shit that I've been fucking pouring with. Now I'm in a place where this shit only shit that I'ma get.
The day he lived the fast life, but he's mad that it's only in the nighttime.
Pride before universe.
Nothing makes you chill, nothing. Nothing makes you chill, nothing. Look, the Baba and the Max. I'm sitting back, I got the pen, trying to capture all my life adventures in a line that I can make a win. But looking back, this shit is ultra whack, so I'ma have to scrap this shit again. Yeah, I'm tired of writing. I'ma leave this to the wind, hoping I can get my 5 minutes in. I no doubt and I'm ashamed of the sin. It be creeping when I try show my friends the latest beat I made, I played, and then I hear this voice that's coming from deep within. It be telling me to cut the shit out. Ain't nobody wanna hear the shit now. Everything that you are worried about is very real, and I got many accounts of people hating what you're making this loud. You're thinking shit is banging, you ain't around. Your niggas thinking, man, this nigga a clown. Man, this nigga a clown. Thinking he holding shit down. The only thing he's holding down is the ground. Nothing makes you cheer. Nothing.
Pride before universe.
Alright guys, so that was Toon, and that was an amazing performance. Thank you for that.
Nah, thanks, G.
I'm not gonna say a lot about that. I'm gonna let you guys say what you think, so make sure you drop the comment on the comment section below.
Yeah, let us know. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, straight up. Alright guys, so make sure you follow him on Instagram. The links are gonna be on the description below, and also follow us on Instagram. That's Brave Before Universe. Up until next Friday, stay tuned.
Pride before universe.